going to see my brother before he dies. Still on the train, faces and places scroll past, evoking phantom-like memories, weaving dreams and reality into one tangled tapestry of thought. The footprints of my consciousness leave parallel tracks of existence as the steel rails commandeer my present journey's fate, and the signs of the times infiltrate my mind with all that is passing. Still on the train, a seminary, a strip of black road, a ripple of sky, blue lines etched over gray wind-raked clouds. A screaming blast of an oncoming train eradicates in a flash all those temporary scenes, and like blackness after lightning, tests short-term memory. Fragments of scenes from the other side of the tracks project in pulsating images through the intermittent spaces flashing between the cars. That passenger train window pane video screen splices together a flashcard caricature of society. A church, a school, cars facing the gate waiting to cross through our invisible wake of diesel exhaust and discarded thoughts. The passing train vanishes, yielding eighth-acre plots blinking fast past, redundantly en masse with their driveways and houses wrapped in chain-link fences, framing in the lives of all the people cut and pasted into one continuous collage. A steel and cement stacked city commences, ushered in by industrial waste lying along the rails, out of sight, out of mind, out of commission, out of time. Dormant train cars long put to sleep, filled in landfills 5 decades deep, the backside of South Street, USA, funk and junk hidden from the city's gaze. Broken down autos, metal, garbage, old trucks. The backdoor stash, the blue-collar trash, the hoarder's cash, all behind the buildings placed out of view from Magnolia or Maple or Fifth Avenue. Whatever conjecture the street name conveys, the city passes quickly as the train moves us on, past stone walls, waterfalls, fields of corn stalk stubs, duck blinds, billboard signs, waterways and power lines, tree farms, lakes and ponds, marshlands, disheveled barns, reservoirs, deer paths, beer cans, and increasing signs of high-density man. Broken bottles, trash from McDonald's, scrap piles, lumber yards, shopping malls and liquor stores, high-rise apartment sites, street lamps, stoplights, neon signs, traffic lines, glitter, and graffiti. Total urbiculture rears its head as distant warning lights flashing red tell us that the end of the line is near. Thank you. This next one, if any of you are driving battery-powered cars, and I'm sure some of you are, take no offense. This is called Fossil Fools. A battery-powered car, they think they're cool, but it's just another tool for fossil fuel. Fossil fuel, just another tool for fossil fuel. It's warming up the oceans, fossil fuel. It's burning up the mountains, fossil fuel. It's a hurricane incenser. It's a tornado dispenser. It's a calm climate tormentor, fossil fuel. They think they're green and conscious, but the fuel is black and noxious. It charges up the systems in their chariots. Oil and coal's the matrix for the battery's electric. But the industry won't tell you that. They'll bury it and bury you. Fossil fuel, just another tool for fossil fuel. They're towing away all the electric cars out here. I called. Okay. Think, drink. I poured a mug of coffee, sat by the window's edge. stirring my thoughts into the wind and I'm sorry, let me start again, I messed up. I poured a mug of coffee and sat by the window's edge, stirring my thoughts into the wind and white swirled clouds and sun-brushed sky. I stared out long and silently till there was only I, and I was really everything, and everything was I. Then I knew that wind is breath, and breath is life, and dreams are sun, and sky the soul of everyone, and clouds just cream to sweeten sips, and coffee a passageway for trips to move my dreams into earth's grips, touching them softly to my lips. I went on the internet to find something, because we're always looking for something on the internet, but I wanted to know how many people actually lived on this planet since the beginning. And this is the number I came up with. I don't know if it's really right, but this is what I found. 100 billion. Okay? So this is called A Call to 100 Billion Souls. We are the pot our hands create. We are those hands. We are the paint from our palette state that paints our world. We are that world. We are the shape our thoughts will make. We are that thought. We are the truth of our heart's embrace. We are that love. We are the dissolution of hate. We are the disposition of fate. We are the love that will erase a troubled land. We are the voice of 100 billion souls. Sing loud and long. We are the song. One of the things I've done in my long life, which goes a lot longer, is I studied some communications and got a degree in that, so I'm interested in media. And this is called Thinkways. One day, upon an endless breach of thoughts, like hurricane rain and wind, I dammed my overflowing mind to stop the flood within. I saw, you see, in present times where caution lies asleep, is where we live with human eyes to guide the way we think. Once fairy tales and nursery rhymes would rock us to our sleep. And now, like them, the message they send, whatever the medium, steeps, like tea, into conscience, like water into sun, like love into an open heart, like silence to stone. A little short one called Must. If God will have a name, it must be love. If love will have a name, it must be God. If heaven will have a home, it must be in God. If God will have a home, it must be in love. And this last one I wrote a few months ago, and it's my favorite poem for the time. It's one of my favorites ever, so this is the first time I've ever read this out. It's called All We Know. I will sing the breeze. I will savor it in my soul. I will sing the bright night moon. I will drink its love from a water hole of light in the desert, shining to show that what we need is all we know. I will strum the rainbow. I will play it like a mandolin. I will digest its magic, knowing all its colors from within. I will cast its beauty where all winds blow, showing what we need is all we know. I will hug the universe. I will lavish the light of each star that glows. I will dance to the beat of humanity's heart, singing what we need is all we know. I will kiss the angels. I will feel the love that is us all. I will see the change of ages, heeding what we need is all we know. All we know. All we know.
Thank you. Yeah, so it was just New Year's Eve. Did you guys all make it through? Anybody get hurt? No? I just want to make sure. Never should have had one more. Should have walked out that door. Should have thought about the price I'd have to pay. Holding my hurting head today. Now I'm never gonna do it. Oh no, never gonna do it again. I'm never gonna do it. Oh hell no, never gonna do it. Till I do it again. And I could push that plate of ribs away. I could do it any day. But now I think I know just what this means. It means I'm gonna need some bigger jeans. Now I'm never gonna do it, oh no, never gonna do it again. I'm never gonna do it, oh no, never gonna do it till I do it again. You know quitting's never worth a pile of dimes. Trust me, I've done it about 1,000 times. And I never mean to play the fool. I never mean to blow my cool. I never mean to make you cry. No, I'm not that kind of guy. And I'm never gonna do it, oh no, never gonna do it again. I'm never gonna do it, oh hell no, never gonna do it. I'm never gonna do it, oh no, never gonna do it again. I'm never gonna do it, oh hell no, never gonna do it. I do it again. It's a sort of a quasi New Year's song. This song is in fact, this next one is in fact called New Year's Eve. Many days will pass us by, and we will share the joys of living. We'll hear the holy angels cry. We will lose some friends along the way, and we'll recall them time to time. We'll remember them on New Year's Eve when we sing that old lang syne. And on that day when we are called away and we leave this world behind, relieved from all our troubles and all the sorrow we may find. We will never walk this way again. We'll never smell that sweet sunshine, but we'll all be one on New Year's Eve when we sing that old lang syne. Now some may seek to separate us. There are those who will divide, yet we'll all be one together when we reach the other side. We can share a cup of kindness or deny the ties that bind, 'cause we'll all be one on New Year's Eve when we sing that old lang syne. We can share a cup of kindness or deny the ties that bind, for we'll all be one New Year's Eve when we sing that old lang syne.
Absolutely.
John Baker.
My name is Charlie Brennan. From Charleston I come. I've traveled this wide world over, traveled this wide world round, met with ups and downs in life, better days I saw, but I never knew what misery was till I hit old Arkansas. But I dodged behind the depot to dodge that blizzard wind. I saw a human skeleton, name was Thomas Quinn. His hair hung down in rat tails on his long and lantern jaw. He invited me to his hotel, the best in Arkansas. Well, I followed my conductor to his respected place. The pity and starvation were depicted on every face. His bread it was a corn dodger, and his meat I couldn't chaw. But he charged me $50 in the state of Arkansas. Well, then I got me a job on a farm. But I didn't like the farmer, nor his wife, and none of his little kids. So I went up to the farmer one day and I said, looky here, mister, I'm going to quit this job and I want my money. And he said, well, son, if that's the way you feel about it. And he handed me a mink skin. I said, hell, brother, I don't want no mink skin, I want my money. And he said, mister, that's what we use for money down here in Arkansas. Well, I picked up my mink skin, went down to the bar room to see if I could get me a pint of drinking whiskey. I threw my mink skin down on the bar, and darn it, the bartender didn't draw me a pint. And he picked up the mink skin, looked at it, fluffed the hair on it, for a while, handed me 14 rabbit skins and 3 possum hides to change. Going to the Indian Territory, gonna marry me a squaw. Bid farewell to the cane breaks in the state of Arkansas. If you ever see me back again, I'll extend to you my paw. But it'll be through a telescope from hell to Arkansas. Several years ago, I spent a better part of a year in England, in London, and here's a song I learned over there. There once was a country vicar, and he said to his curate, John, I bet I've had more women than you. And the curate said, you're on, you're on. Curate said, you're on. Well, we'll stand outside the church this day, and this will be our sign. You'll ding-a-ding to the women you had, and I'll ding-a-dong for mine, I'll ding-a-dong for mine. There were more ding-a-dings and ding-a-ding-dongs as a pretty little girl came by, and the curate said, ding-dong. What, said the vicar, a ding-dong there? That's my wife, I do declare. Hell, said the curate, I don't care. Ding-a-ding-a-dong, ding-dong, ding-dong, ding-a-ding-a-dong, ding-dong.